On a little couple of minutes early just to give time for everybody to jump on in and say hello. So let me see who's on today. I will. Beautiful. Lovely. Hey, Becky. I got on a little bit early today. Just connecting with everybody. Beautiful. Awesome. Hey. Beautiful. Excellent. Give me some hearts if you can hear me okay. Beautiful. Now, yesterday I really talked about showing up, and it doesn't matter if you're late. Like Jess jumped in the group today, and she was saying, "I'm here, I'm here." So it doesn't matter if you show up, a day late. Do this in your own time. There's no behind in doing this. Hi, Letitia. I love it. Hey, Stace. Oh, this is really cool. I can see some beautiful people coming on. Give me some hearts if you can hear me. And just give me some hearts for love. Come on. Woo. It's such a great energy when you put hearts out there, and how awesome you just show up. It's so cool. And also the person that you put love hearts on for their posts or their lives or anything like that, it just makes them feel amazing. Morning Neats, love it. Now, if you're watching the replay, make sure you also play all out as well. So give me some love on the replay, because I get notifications that that's all come through as well. Hey, Tammy, so good to see you. Beautiful. So just a couple more minutes. I did get on here a little bit early because I wanted to make sure everything was working. Hey, Laurie. I just had a network, Women in Business Network catch up this morning, which was brilliant. So if you're in Emerald or surrounds, you are so welcome to come and attend that. We do it once a month, and it's great because we really connect like-minded people together. You get to ask questions of the group, you get to connect with other people and find out about what amazing things people are doing here in your local community. So that's something really cool as well. If you want to know more about that, just give me a message or message your success advisors, and they can flick you all the details. Hey, Mel, so good to see you. Okay, beautifuls, let's get into it. So I just wanted to say welcome back. Welcome back today. Now, if you're watching live, I just want to honor your time by giving you so much value. And if you're watching the replay, same thing. Show up as if it is live. I love that Jess shared that, she showed up and she watched the day one this morning, but she still is doing the do. It's not too late. Do this, but make sure you're showing up for yourself. And it's really important to do the homework and fill out the workbook. So if you have the workbook, today we're doing session 2, which is all about our goals. And I'll be referring to this as we go through. If you don't have it yet, just please reach out to your success advisor. Put a comment here, because I've got the beautiful success advisors taking notes there, and they will let me know who needs their workbook and who's not getting the emails as well. So make sure you've registered so you are getting the emails. And in the emails, I send out the replays every day. Okay, love it, love it. Success advisors are tagging their beautiful people in here so they don't miss anything. Okay, so how did you feel doing the homework yesterday? Give me some hearts, give me a thumb up. Was it good? Was it freeing? Type some words for me. Let me know who did it. Let me know who's still going to do it. And tell me, how did you feel doing that exercise? I know I've had a few people message me and just say, Gerry, this was the best thing ever. It felt so freeing to burn that limiting beliefs, limiting paradigms, money blockages that have held me back. I just see the most beautiful photos. There's people that are putting photos up. I'm absolutely loving it, or even videos of you burning it. Hey, Carissa, good to see you. Letitia said, felt good to get it out. I love it. Carissa says, playing catch up today now that I'm home. Great. Beautiful. Gorgeous lady. And that's fine. Totally, watch it, do the actions, follow through, because you will learn so much from this. And each day it gets better and better. I bring it all together. So this is so cool. Kate says, hiya. Beck says, I really got it. Drawing a line in the sand. I used those exact words the day before. I love it. I love it. Beck, you must be one of my clients, I think. Stace says, love burning my limiting beliefs. So freeing. That's right. And this is such a great technique to use. And it's something I teach my clients when they do the program with me. Write it all down. Get it out of yourself. A lot of the time we think about or believe these limiting beliefs without questioning them. So it's time to get them out. Okay, burning, love burning, love burning. Love it, love it, love it. I see some of you shredded. I know gorgeous Haley's in a motel room and she's like, Gerry, I cannot burn it. I do not want to be kicked out on the street. So I shredded it. I'm like, okay, that's okay. So I love it. And, this is a bit of a challenge. The things that I'm asking you to do are probably things that are a bit out of the ordinary. And yesterday I said, open up, be open. Be open and ready to do something different, to receive amazing things, and just show up in a different way. Because the results you're getting today are from how you showed up yesterday, last week, last year. Let's create new results going forward. Let's create your new money blueprint. Again, there is a correlation between time, food, and money. And this is what I'm getting you to look at. Money's really easy to look at because it's really easy to measure. Okay, on fire, says Stacey. I love it. This is so cool. The other thing about getting out of your comfort zone is, you're going to be doing things that you haven't done before. So yes, you're going to stretch, you're going to evolve, you're going to hit up against what I call the terror barrier. And that's okay. I'm going to talk to you on Thursday about making decisions, choosing faith over fear, what to do with that fear when you hit up against something that is really uncomfortable. So this is going to be really exciting. So let's get on to today. So today what we're going to look at is we're going to be looking at what it is you want, your inner desires, your goals, the things that make you excited. And a lot of the time, you don't ask for what you want. You put out the things you don't want. So anybody here guilty of gossiping? Give me a little yes, me. If you've ever gossiped in the past, or if you've ever spoken about a negative thing over and over and over, or if you've had a disagreement with somebody and you've thought about it over and over and over again. Anybody done that in the past? Just write yes, me, if that is something that you've done. And if you're listening to the replay, please comment here as well, because I get notifications when anybody comments on these lives. So Letitia said, yeah. Stacey's got a hand up. Yep, Carissa. Look, hello. It's because we're conditioned to do this. We're conditioned to look for the negative. And it's so interesting. Like Laurie says, yep, hand up. So I was a teacher, I was teaching, and that's how we connected with each other. It was almost like we would bitch about our day, bitch about our naughty kids, bitch about the parents, not bitch, but gossip. And it was like how we connected. And I feel like it's a very Australian thing. You don't want to be the tall poppy because the tall poppy gets pulled down, gets cut down. So it's really what we do is we almost do like a race to the bottom. In mother's group as well, I really noticed this because my child slept through at 10 weeks of age and I was really excited about it. But when I went to mother's group, they were like, oh, you've got the child that sleeps through. My child hasn't slept, my child that wakes up 3 times a night. And then someone would say, well, my child wakes up 5. My child never sleeps. Boo, 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 boo. It's like a race to the bottom. And anytime we do that, we're putting out what we don't want. We're putting our energy towards what we don't want. Gossiping. Oh, look at that person. Look at this. They made me feel like that. That's putting energy towards what you don't want. And the other one is reliving a bad experience over and over. So I had an argument with one of my sisters, like this was years ago, and I just kept replaying it again and thinking about it again, and I should have said this and I should have said that. Guess what? It was just creating more disharmony, just creating more dissatisfaction, anxiety, anger, frustration within myself. And I was then focusing on that. My energy got in harmony, and that's what I was putting out into the world. Okay, so Carissa said, yes, I stopped showing up to Mother's Group probably for that reason. Yes, it was like a race to the bottom. So let's, again, draw a line in the sand and decide no more. You only focus on what you want. You only focus on your goals, your dreams, your desires. Now, this might sound like a really simple thing, but a lot of the time I have people that say, Gerry, I don't even know what I want. So just put in the chat, yes, if you know what you want, or no, you're unsure. Like yes, no, or unsure. Yes, I know what I want. No, I don't know what I want, or I'm unsure. And that's completely fine wherever you are. You might be somebody that's like, yes, 100%, I know exactly what I want. I've worked with Gerry, I've done coaching programs with you or workshops, and I've got it. Or you might be somebody who's like, no, I have absolutely no idea. My whole life I put everybody else in front of myself. Or you might be somebody who's like, I'm unsure. I think I like this, but I don't know. Beautiful. Letitia says unsure. Stacey says, yes, I know what I want. I love it. Kate is like, yes. Carissa, unsure what I want at the moment. I love it. I love it. And I love it when I start working with people who are like, yes, or unsure, or totally no, because I know where to start with you. Laurie says, yes, I know what I want. I love it. Okay, this is really cool. Why is this important? It's really important to show up and ask for what you want, because a lot of the time, what the loudest energy is in the room will draw your attention, or the loudest energy in the world or environment or community will draw your attention. Put in there what you think the loudest energy at the moment is worldwide. Do you think it's prosperity, abundance, happiness, or do you feel it's fear, poverty, lack, limitation? What do you feel the loudest energy is at the moment? Becky says she's partway there with her goal. I love it. Hey Jess, thanks for jumping on. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So really just thinking about what is the loudest energy, the loudest frequency that is happening right now. Beautiful. Letitia's like fear and uncertainty. Carissa, sickness. Yes, so true. And there's a lack. There's a real lack at the moment. And how do we know that? It's not only just for the moment, but it's probably been for many, many years. Because if we look at the world's population, the percentage of the world's population that is the richest is like 3 to 5%. And the rest, like 95% of the population, is lack, limitation, poverty, wanting more. So yes, Stacey's right, it's negativity. So this is what I want you to hear today. I want you to flip. I want you to flip it. If nothing else, if you're someone who's like, I'm unsure what my goal is, fantastic. You've got the opportunity today to flip that and create what you want. And it's really, really, really simple, okay? This is as simple as it is. Today I went to a coffee shop and I had a beautiful networking meeting. I walked into the coffee shop, went over there and said, can I please have a chai latte on almond milk? Nearly forgot the milk I have. And I paid the money, I sat down, and I knew that my coffee would come. That's as simple as it is asking for what you want. It's like going to the barista, putting your coffee order in, and then waiting, and then there it is. And you get exactly what you order. This is how we ask for what we want with the universe. This is how we show up and create our goals, create our desires. Now, you might think, oh, Gerry, that's just too simple. Yeah. That's right. It's really, really simple. Keep it simple, sexy. So what you've done in the past is you've showed up and focused on the negative, focused on what you don't have, got caught up in gossip, got caught up racing to the bottom. You know, whose life is worth, whose job is worse, whose husband is lazy, whatever. And it's like, that's where your energy and attention is gone. So that's what you have created more and more and more of. So really just thinking of, when I ask for what I want, it's like going to the barista, putting my coffee order in, knowing that that's exactly what I'm going to get. Sometimes you might get a dodgy coffee, but that's just like, okay. Thank you, universe. I wasn't clear enough. Thank you, universe. I need to be more specific. The other one is like going to a restaurant and ordering a meal. When I sit down and I ordered my meal, I don't go up to the kitchen. Excuse me, knock, knock. Hello? Yeah, I'm just seeing how you're going with my meal. No, that's how you get your meal, like food spat on. Eee! What I do is I put my order into the universe and expect it to happen. So we're going to cover 3 steps of how this is going to happen. But before I keep going, give me some hearts. Show me you're still with me. Show me you're still listening. And who's ready to order their coffee? I love it. I'm getting some hearts. I'm getting some love. This is good. Some smiley faces. Beautiful. Oh, you guys are so great. It's so cool just showing up, giving hearts on lives, on posts. Even in the past, I used to censor what I felt or what I would say to people, especially compliments. I would just think, oh, wow, that person looks amazing. And instead of me, oh, you guys are so good, I'm getting so many hearts. And instead of me holding that back now, I just say it. And I really encourage my coaching clients, if you've got something great to say it. Share that with that person, because you just never know, you just never know what or you need to say, how you need to be, just showing up, how that's going to have such a positive impact on other people's lives. Okay, so beautifuls. Let's go through. Before I do, something really cool that I was taught by Bob Proctor. He said, the faster you believe what I am saying, the faster your life will change. So some of you have probably heard the coffee, put your order into the universe, like putting your coffee order in. This may be the first time you've ever heard this. The sooner you start believing and start acting that belief is 100% correct, guess what? It is. If you believe it's difficult, or if you believe it's easy, guess what? You're exactly right. So it all comes down to our beliefs. And yesterday we burnt those limiting beliefs. Now it's about creating your positive, your abundant, your beliefs that serve you. Now, Letitia says, I can't figure out how to react off my computer. Well, just commenting is beautiful, lovely person. This is so good. And Kate's saying she's the same. She's switched over to her phone because she needs to give me some love. I like it. Okay, now, success isn't a secret, it's a system. And success leaves clues. So today we're going to be looking about how to set your goals. How to set a goal that is worthy of your time. And this is what I teach all through my coaching program. And it's really interesting because a lot of clients that start with me, they do not stretch their goal. And I'll talk to you more about this as we go through today. So can you please get your beautiful workbook out and open up to session 2, which is all on goals. So this is your workbook here. Now, if you don't have your workbook printed out yet, or if you haven't got it, please let your success advisor know. Otherwise, just today, write on a piece of paper, write in a notebook. And it's really powerful, the written word. It's really powerful writing things down. Okay, so I want you to get really clear on what it is you want. And some of you said, yes, I'm 100% clear. Some were like, I have no idea, and some were unsure. This is fantastic. Even if you are so 100% clear, take this opportunity to dig deep. Take this opportunity to see what else is there. So the first question here says, if time, money, abilities, and resources were unlimited, what would you do, be, or have? So instead of letting all those limiting beliefs dominate, dictate, decide what you want, let's go back a step before that. You have no limits on the amount of money you have. You have no limits on your personal, physical, intellectual abilities. You have no limits on the resources. It is unlimited. What do you want to do? Who do you want to be? And what do you want to have? Start writing those things down. Just get a pen and paper and just start writing. Oh, I'm loving it. I'm getting so many hearts. Yep, this is really resonating with Jess. She's just like, yep, this is exactly what I want. Yeah, I love it. I love it. And Jess is really clear on her goals, but she will get her pen to paper and she does this because she knows that each time she does, something else will come to the surface. Something else comes up. And it's really powerful as you do this self-study, as you learn and understand yourself more and more and more, everything opens up in your world. I am so passionate about this because I want everybody to live an amazing life. I want everybody to have high quality, beautiful, loving, connected relationships. I want you to be doing what you love and making the money you deserve. Not settling, not living small, not playing small. I have done it for so many years, and I'm sure that a lot of people I'm talking to right now have done it as well. You have dimmed your light. You deserve it. You all deserve it. Thank you, Jess. She's putting words in my mouth. We deserve it! I love it. I love it. I love it. Beautiful. So take your time. Write down a few things down. I want you to at least come up with 10 things. Some people will start and they'll stop at 5 and they're like, oh, is there anything else? Yes, there is stuff. You might get to 7. Oh, I always do those 7. Is it? Yes, there is more. What do I want? What do I want? What do I want? Now, if you're really unsure, you have no idea, think about what's happening at the moment that you don't like and flip it. Well, I don't like not having any money in my bank account at the end of the month. I want to be financially free. I want to have money that's invested, money I can spend however I want to, a legacy fund. Absolutely. Abundance, wealth, and prosperity. Well, think of something you don't like. Oh, I don't really like my old car. I've had it for 10 years. It's really running down. What do you want? Well, I want a new BMW SUV leather interior. Write it down. Whatever it is that you want. Now, you might think, well, Gerry, I don't really like material things. That's cool. What do you want to do? How do you want to be? More confident, stronger, more powerful, more abundant. Not just wealth, but abundance in all areas of your life. Abundant relationships, abundant friendships, deep, meaningful. Okay, everybody, type one thing that you've written on your list. Again, I started this by saying you will do things that you feel uncomfortable with. Write one thing on here, share with everybody one thing from your list. Jess says prosperity. Yes, I want to be in prosperity. Love, relationships, career, calling, prosperity in all areas of my life. This is beautiful. So writing in the comments one thing from your list. Again, stretch yourself. Push yourself out of your comfort zone if you are really unsure about what to do. Excellent. Kate said freedom. I love it. Carissa says financially free. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is so cool. Letitia says happy. Stace says financial freedom. Yeah, this is really cool. I love these ones. Thank you for those people that are stretching. Thank you for those people that are really pushing themselves out of their comfort zone. I want to move to a huge acreage so I can have my goats, bees, and breed heritage chickens. Oh my gosh! Tanya, I love this! Oh, this is so cool. Jess says loving and connected relationships. Yes, I love it. I love it. Beck says first thing would be confidence and happiness in all areas of my life. This is so cool. Karen says financial freedom. You guys have just flipped from, being stuck, thinking about negative, looking at lack or limitation, to flipping it, focusing on what you want. Feel the energy as well when you're writing this down. Feel the energy, how light, peaceful, free, calm, happy this feels. It's a totally different focus. Imagine if that was 95% of the energy around the world. Imagine how different our communities, our countries, and the world would be. Woo! Jess says time freedom, abundance of loyal customers. Kate says, I want to have my dream house in Australia and USA and freely travel between both. Yes! Tanya Jeff! Mwah, mwah, mwah. So good to see you, gorgeous. This is so exciting! Okay. I get a little carried away, so sorry if you're listening to me in earplugs because, yeah, this lady's got a big voice. Okay, so I actually challenge my clients to write a list of 50. You know how I just said to you, write a list of 10? Come on, do it. I actually challenge my clients to write a list of 50. And you should see, like, a lot of a lot of times when you say write a list of 50 ones, it's so interesting where you get stopped and blocked, and know that that's just your paradigm. That's not you. That's not your authentic self. And we're going to talk about that tomorrow when we talk about self-image. Really unlocking your authentic divine self. So if you have any issues with confidence, happiness, self-belief, not good enough, you need to tune in for tomorrow. It's just giving me chills thinking about it. Okay, Gerry, next part I really want to share with you is I want to share with you the 3 types of goals. And Jess Main wrote up here about stretching, so I really want to share this with you. There are 3 types of goals. There are A-type goals, B-type goals, and C-type goals. And if you're doing any coaching with me, you will know, oh yeah, A, B, C-type goals. Got it, Gerry. So an A-type goal is a goal that you do in your sleep. Like you can do with your eyes closed. Brushing your teeth is now an A-type goal, hopefully for most of you. Driving the car is an A-type goal. It's something you don't even think about and you do easily. A B-type goal is a goal where you want it, it's not much of a stretch, and maybe you've done it in the past. So a B-type goal might be, well, I want to buy this new car. Have you bought a new car in the past, Gerry? Yeah, I have. Well, that's a B-type goal. It's not really stretching you. And then a C-type goal. Thank you, Stacey. She's written C-type in capital letters. So in case I'm slurring my words, a C-type goal is what you desire, what you dream of, and what really lights you up. C. So a C-type goal is something you may never have done before. So let me give you some examples of a C-type goal. Becoming a multi-millionaire, having a multi-million-dollar business or a billion-dollar business, making $130,000 income for the year, turning your annual income into your monthly income, living in a healthy and well and vibrant body, owning that piece of land so that you can have your chooks, your bees, and everything else, your goats. These are C-type goals. And I want you to go back to your list of 10, and I want you to circle or highlight your C-type goal. And then I'm going to ask you to do something with that C-type goal. And this is going to make you uncomfortable. Or excited. I shouldn't put it out there. So tell me, give me some hearts when you have circled your C-type goal, or you've actually gone back and you're like, I actually need to write a C-type goal here. Something that I have never done or been before that excites me, that lights me up. Right, and just give me some hearts when you have circled or you have an idea of your C-type goal. Beautiful. Getting some hearts. Stacey's said, I'm so happy and grateful now that I work from home, earning over $400K per year. I have time and financial freedom. I love it. Cool. Tanya's got her C-type goal. Becky's got her C-type goal. This is cool. Now, you might be like, oh, I'm a bit scared to circle or highlight. That's fine. Just as long as you've got a bit of an idea of what you want. Now, with your C-type goal, I want you to do this little thing. I want you to stretch it. Yes, Stacey, you hear me. I want you to stretch your C-type goal. Okay, what do I mean by that? So if you had $400K per year, double it. If you want to live on land, why not make it the most beautiful, fertile land that has a creek running through, living in your ideal place? If you want a relationship, why not have the most beautiful, connected, loving relationship you've ever had? Friendships, you know, building bridges between old rifts that have happened, living your calling and making amazing money. Stretch it. Stacey's sweating now because she's like, oh my gosh, I thought that was stretched. Beautiful. Sure thing, Carissa. Love it. Stacey's saying, if you can see my face right now when I said that, yes, I can imagine. So stretch it, because it takes no more energy to aim for $100,000 a year than it does to aim for $1 million per year. It's just our level of belief. It's how we feel about ourselves. It's how we feel about our goal, and also our level of deserving. So again, I will talk more about this tomorrow when we're doing self-image. So you need to jump on for self-image. Okay, the final step that I want you to do is, when you are writing your goal, you need to write it a certain way. It needs to be positive. It needs to be present tense, and it needs to focus on what you want. So in the past, I used to do SMART goals. Anybody else here do SMART goals? You know, give me a thumbs up if you are a SMART, or a yes if you used to be a SMART goal. Specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. Give me, anybody used to do SMART goals? Give me a yes in the comments. Yep. Laurie, yep. Cool. And I feel like SMART goals have their place, but anytime I set a SMART goal, it was like a B-type goal. And I felt like, why does it have to be realistic? There are ordinary people doing extraordinary things each and every day. I used to think writing a book is like one of the most amazing things somebody could do. And I wrote it on my list of wants last year. And I wrote a chapter for a book and it became published last year. And it was an easy experience. Like, it was so easy and fun. And I thought, wow, if I had to put a realistic goal, writing a book in like my old belief, would have been difficult. Whereas now when I set a C-type goal, it's like, well, why do I have to bring realistic in it? I love the fact that it's, being really specific. So focused on positive, focused on what you want. I love that it's measurable, saying exactly what it is that you want. So really just know that when you're writing your goal, keep it positive, keep it present tense, and focused on exactly what it is that you want. Okay, beautifuls. Now, let's go through and just hit up against a few of those really cool things that... Oh, actually, before I do that, I want you to have a go at writing your goal. So have a go at writing your goal. I'm so happy and grateful now that... And then write your goal. You don't need to share it in the chat. My success advisors are actually offered to jump on and do a 15-minute chat with you and help you get really clear with your goal, which is so super cool. Oh, thanks, Becky. You're so gorgeous. Becky just said congratulations on the chapter. I love it. So what I want you to do is just start thinking about, well, what is my C-type goal? And then how do I write that? But I also want you to know that your success advisors have graciously offered 15-minute check-in with you just to go over your goal, to make sure that it is present tense, it is saying exactly what you want, and it is positive, so that you've got it all there. Okay, so in your workbook, there's a little question there underneath where you would have brainstormed your 10 ideas. What do you think is stopping you from having it? What do you think is stopping you from having your C-type goal, from having your exciting goal? Write in the chat for me. What is it? What do you think that's stopping you? Woo! I'm excited. Can't wait to see what people feel is stopping them from achieving their C-type goal, from achieving the financial freedom, the abundance, the wealth, the prosperity, the happiness, the love, the relationships. What do you feel? Oh, Stacey reckons it's finance. Dig a bit deeper, Stace. What else do you feel is stopping you? Jess! Jess says me. Now, the reason I asked you, Stace, is about dig a bit deeper with finance is because in a town, there'll be, say, 2 shops that are exactly the same, like 2 hairdressers or 2 mechanics, 2 painters, things like that. One shop will be just doing a roaring trade, and they will be so busy that they don't have enough people to, cover the customers that are coming in, and the other shop is just like crickets. There's never enough. They're both exactly the same. They've got the same amount of time in the day. They live in the same community. They've got their shops in the same town, but one is thriving and one is like crickets. What's the difference? It all comes down to you, your beliefs. Letitia just said it, self-sabotage. So I said at the beginning, if you believe you can, or if you believe you can't, you're 100% correct. It's about our belief. It's about how we show up and how we put it out into the universe, how we ask for what we want. And we went to Alan Peace for Lunch and Learn on Friday, who's the body language specialist. And he talks about how your brain helps you focus on what you want and achieve what you want. Beautiful. Yeah, and settling. I love it, I love it, I love it. Jess says, boom, mic drop. Oh, hey, Laurie, and so good to see you. Okay, so what I want you to do from here, so we covered 3 really important areas. The first area is get really clear on what you want and start asking the universe. Start putting it out there. Don't focus on what you don't want. It's like going to the barista and ordering your coffee, expecting it to turn up exactly how you want it to turn up. And so if it's a dodgy coffee, just be like, oh, that's interesting. This is how I have it. Put your order back in. Don't make it a big like, oh no, nothing works out for me. This is terrible. No, no, no. We don't put our energy there anymore. We focus on what we want. We focus on moving forward. The second thing we did is we wrote a goal that is worthy of your time. So a lot of people just settle for less, or a lot of people have a really cool goal, like a really cool C-type goal, and then they'll talk themselves out of it. I was a teacher for a lot of years, and only a couple of years ago I put in my resignation. I'd lost my love of teaching years and years ago, but I held on to it, until finally I got the confidence to smash through that terror barrier, and I wrote my letter to my principal to resign. And I mailed it, but I printed out a copy for my husband and I left it on the kitchen bench. And when he came home from work that day, I said, oh my gosh, I've just done something. So I gave him the letter, he read through, and he's like, oh, I thought you'd resigned years ago. And I said to him, no, I'm really nervous. I was crying. I'm like, aren't you worried about me doing this? And he's like, well, do you like teaching? No. If you had to go back to teaching, would there be a teaching job for you? Yeah. Well, what are you worried about? I had held myself. I had stopped myself from moving forward. So when I ask you, what's stopping you? It always comes down to you. It always comes down to you stopping you. The old paradigms that we talked about yesterday, the limiting beliefs that you burnt, that you shredded, that is what is stopping you. Okay, so the 3 things. Put in your order, write your C-type goal, and make sure it's positive, present, and focused on exactly what you want. So what I want you to do is I want you to reach out to your success advisor, because they have offered to connect with you, do a quick 15-minute call to see how you're going with your goal, to make sure you have written your goal out. Well, 1, that it's worthy of you, but 2, that you've written it out and it is positive, present, and it focuses on exactly what you want. I just want to say to you, start dreaming, start living and focusing on what you want. Don't let your dreams, your ideas hold you back. Don't let them be stillborn. Focus on exactly what it is you want and go after it. Give your time. Give your energy. You are giving your life for something at the moment. Is it a life of happiness? Is it a life of big dreams fulfilled? Or are you giving your time to worry, fear, doubt, unhappiness, sadness, anxiety, frustration? Really just think about, what am I putting out? What am I focusing on? Woo! Okay, this was a heavy one. The homework will be up in the Facebook group. Make sure you've booked your call with your success advisor. They're absolutely beautiful. We've got the gorgeous Jess, the gorgeous Kate. See, I call everybody gorgeous. But these people are really gorgeous. Gorgeous Stacey and gorgeous Neets. And I am also helping Neets with her beautiful people. But just book in, connect with those beautiful people, and get really clear on your goal. Because tomorrow we are going to be doing self-image. We are going to be looking at who you need to become to achieve that goal. Okay? And this is where people stop themselves. This is the roadblocks that people put in their way. This is, Bob Proctor says, you can't outperform a poor self-image. So if you're not improving and leveling up your self-image, you're going to keep getting the same results. You're going to be getting results down here. So tomorrow, I'm going to show you how to up-level. I'm going to show you how to improve your self-image so you're living up to here. You're creating your goals. You're creating a life that you love, that you deserve. This is the biggest thing. You deserve greatness. You deserve great wealth, great abundance, great happiness, and great love. Do not settle for anything less. I just got shivers. Ah! Okay, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.